What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. Cowboys lose again, man. Cowboys lose again. We have to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We have no update as of yet on Dak Prescott's injury that forced him to leave the game. Looked like a apparent hand injury. So we don't know what's going on with him in that aspect, but Cowboys gonna lose 21-7. 27 to 7. 27-21. Lose by 6. Doesn't really matter if it was a close game because the Cowboys needed the win. They have now dropped 3 games in a row. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time in Dak's career since being in the NFL that he's lost 3 games in a row. 2000, the year we went 3-5, we dropped, before we got Amari Cooper, we dropped 2 games, won 1, then dropped 2 more games. But just straight up dropped 3 games in a row, this is the first time in Dak's career. It's the first time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's 2024. There are multiple ways to skin a cat. Yeah, man. You guys let me know in the comment box. Y'all let me know in the comment box. What are your thoughts? Y'all think the season is over? I don't think the Cowboys aren't tanking. I do not believe the Cowboys are tanking. I just don't believe that anything that they felt was right is happening. Good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys did not control. They didn't do the offseason correctly. And then this is the thing. You can't really blame injuries because injuries happen to everyone. And that's why you have 6 months to prepare and create a second team. So when guys do go down, it doesn't affect your first team. If you didn't do that correctly, then that's on your fault. That's your fault. Like, we've all been in football, playing or been around football long enough that know that football is a very physical sport. So since we know that, then guess what? You have to prepare as if you're going to lose players. And if the Cowboys didn't do that, then guess what? That's on them, bro. It's on them. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off. This first off and foremost, Cowboys came out the gate again slow. Like, we came out slow. Once again. Like, bruh, I don't understand what we're watching or doing in our film sessions, bruh. How are we getting every film session wrong? Cowboys film department has to be fired, bruh. Because they are getting every first drive wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, theoretically, Atlanta is a young team. Outside of Kirk Cousins, they are a young team. And they look like they were way more prepared than us. Trevon Diggs and our corners, they don't want to tackle. We already knew that. Dion didn't want to tackle. But guess what? When the film says that the way to beat the Cowboys is to run the ball on them, you got to tackle, right? Or you got to create outside containment so that they push the running backs and stuff inside so the linebackers can tackle. What's up with you, Donald? I got some new grass on deck. Huge nubs. So, we're not a physical team, bro. We're not a physical team. Cowboys don't want to be a physical team. You want to know why? Because we don't run the ball. If we ran the ball a lot, you know what would happen? Your defense at practice would get used to tackling. Why? Because they're running the ball at practice. It's like I always tell these coaches when I be coaching these teams, these little kids, like, listen, like, you guys might not throw the ball, but you still have to practice throwing the ball so that your corners can practice defending the pass. But what's going to happen every time the ball goes in the air? It's like deer in the headlights as the ball goes in their head. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what the Cowboys' plan for this season is, but I know this: the trade deadline is in like 4 days. So if they're going to do anything to make us feel like they want to save this season or rectify it, they got to do something in the next 3 days. Because right now, if the Cowboys come out and say they like their guys, then what they're really saying is they like the direction that this team is going in. And if they're okay with that, then we need to stop complaining because it sounds like the Cowboys are getting what they want. It's like you're complaining about your friend always eating beans when there's steak there, but guess what? Your friend doesn't want the steak. So that's all I'm saying. The Cowboys don't do nothing before the trade deadline. Or if they come out and say they like our guys, we like our guys, what they're saying is we like the direction that we're going with these guys in this team. And they're not going to change that. Because Jerry Jones' facial expression says that while he's watching the game as a fan, he's not happy. See, Jerry Jones, the fan, watches the game and he be mad just like us. They be putting the camera on and you can see Jerry mad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Pissed. Right? But as soon as the game's over, Jerry, the businessman, comes right out. I'm going to tell you guys something else. I think they're going to release Zeke. For sure. I think Zeke's gone. And it just sucks, man, because, like, my question now happens, like, what happens to his legacy? He's a leading rusher for the Dallas Cowboys for touchdowns, even though we have Hall of Famers like Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett. He has more touchdowns than all of them in a Cowboy uniform. He should go in the Ring of Honor. Zeke is going to be another Dez, where everybody just has love for him, but they never officially say they have love for him. Jonathan, if you listen to me. I'm not releasing Dak Prescott. Even if he doesn't improve in this year, I'm not releasing him. Want to know why? Because you signed him for a 5-year contract, so that means I still have the next 4 years for him to make this right, this wrong, right this shit. I'm not starting all the way over, bro. This draft is horrible, bro. Then think about this. You're 3-5 right now. You'll probably win at least. I think the Cowboys at worst will win at least 3 more games. So 6-11, you're not a team that's going to get a top 10 pick with that. There's only really 1 or 2 quarterbacks in this draft This is a very weak draft quarterback class. Shador ain't worth it. I'm sorry. You can go get Deshaun Watson. They could release Dak if they wanted to, and then we would be absolutely broke because we would have like $180 million dead cap on our salary for a player that's not on our team. So, yeah, you could. This is America, so technically you can do anything. But the question is, do you want to deal with the consequences that come with it? See, you get to choose your decisions, but you don't get to choose your consequences. So you can choose what you want to do. You just can't choose the consequence or the repercussions that come from what you chose. Nobody has that control. Well, if Shador Sander needs an offensive line, he definitely don't need to come to Dallas. We ain't got one. Just being real with you. Somebody send me some money. Donald Holmes, appreciate you, my boy. Hey, you want some of this new tree I got? Big old butters. Tap in with me, my boy. I got new tree on deck. I got new jerseys on deck, but y'all don't want them. I got jerseys on deck too, but y'all don't want them. Cowboys need to, I don't know, bro. We need to get a run here going, bro. Then you got Philly coming in this freaking week. Cowboys can't lose that game, bro. You can't lose any division games because the only way you're getting in the playoffs is in the division. OG Darren, I was on the field when you called me this morning. You feel me? Somebody said they come in peace. Thank you for coming in peace. It means he's probably a non-Cowboy fan who know how to act. You know what I'm saying? When people say stuff like that, that means they're a non-Cowboy fan who got home training. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna embarrass his mama and daddy out here acting like goddamn fool just because he don't like the Cowboys. You feel me? I like that. I rock with people like that. I'll be business with somebody. I mean, listen to me. It's not even that your O-line ain't shit, but bro, name me your 5 starters today. Bro, the O-line changes every week. Changes every week. The offensive line changes every week. So are they good? Who knows, bro? You didn't play 8 games. We're talking about we were trying to find out who's the best left guard. What? Like, what did we use training camp for? What the fuck was we doing at training camp, right? What were we doing? What the fuck were we doing at training camp? Was training camp just like a big ass movie? Like, what were we doing? Were we just acting? tell you this right here. You know the sad thing in every one of these Cowboys losses, in the back of your mind, you know what you're always thinking? The running backs actually did do it. Facts, right? Every time you see one of these games, you know, at the back of your head, you be like, you know what? What? Hey, the running backs didn't really look that bad. I know, right? We still lost, man. Yeah, running backs didn't look that bad. Yeah, Rico really didn't look that bad. He did it, bro. Zeke didn't look bad last week. You feel me? Like, I'm tired of losing games and then thinking in the back of my mind, but you know what? Rico looked good, though. Why we didn't keep giving him the damn football? Play callers got to go, man. Whoever's calling plays got to go. Whoever is preparing the film and creating a game plan for the next week, that motherfucker got to go too. If it's the same person, congratulations. Fire him twice. Fire his ass, and then when you see him again, say, hey, you're fired again. If it's the same person, that's all I'm saying. Because I don't want him to like be fired and then come back the next day and try to put a game plan again. No, fire his ass twice. You know, I'm not necessarily disappointed with, like, I am disappointed with, like, this is the thing with Javon Diggs right now. Javon Diggs is low key is being, the NFL is trying to turn him into a tackling corner, and he don't really want to be one. But guess what? Right now, Diggs, you're gonna have to be a better tackler than you are a coverer. Why? Because teams don't want to throw the ball. They don't have to throw the ball. So guess what, bro? You're gonna have to tackle because that's what the game dictates. You know what I'm saying? And that's why honestly, a couple of weeks ago when people were like, yo, if we got Deron Bland back, we got Deron Bland back, I think it'd be better. I'll be like, yeah, I can, but I mean, only if Deron Bland gonna come back and tackle like a motherfucker, that's it. You see what I'm saying? The reason why Demarion Overshawn looks so good, you know why? Because the motherfucker tackles. Just being real, like he actually tackles. When you think about Demarion Overshawn, you know what you're thinking about? Demarion Overshawn, you know what you think about? It's tackling. Number 21, it's not that he sucks, it's just not ready to be playing as much as he's playing. And I told y'all that. Hey, West Coast, I hate being the guy to say I told you, because usually when I'm saying I'm told you something, it's usually something bad. But I told y'all after week 1, I said, man, I am not about to crown this kid. I'm not knocking him, but I'm just saying, from what I saw, he looked good, but the pass rest that we provided in week 1 was ridiculous. And then Deshaun Watson died on a massage table. So, you know, that ain't even a real massage. That ain't even, everybody ever talking about they clone Gucci Man. No, motherfucker, they cloned Deshaun Watson. Because your ass can pretend you can clone somebody and they look like somebody, but you can't clone someone's athletic ability. You can't clone that. That's in you. You know what I'm saying? They could definitely, I believe they definitely can make somebody that look like you. So they need to investigate if Deshaun Watson got cloned. That is not him. Deshaun Watson died on that massage table, boy. The Deshaun Watson we know, he died on that massage table. This is a Dak problem. No, it's not. I mean, listen to me. Listen. It is a whole offense problem. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the only thing you came out this game and you said is this is a Dak problem, it just means that you are good at identifying quarterback issues. But my question is, what the fuck is going on with your offensive line? Dak ain't got nothing to do with that. What the fuck is going on with the play calling? See, not going to say it's all Dak, because that's not true. But yes, Dak does have his part in this. The hell yes, he does. I am not about to sit up here and say Dak is playing well enough for us. No, I don't believe he is. With everything that's going on right now, Dak has to be damn near perfect, and he can't play perfect football because he's not a perfect football player. So, but we're also not going to sit up here and just say Dak, because that's all a lot of y'all be wanting to do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Is because your football IQ box is very small. Now, I am not saying that to shit on you. I'm saying that because I'm hoping that you will be like, oh yeah, West Coast is right, and then want to expound and open your box. That's why I'm telling you. Like, I'm pointing it out because I'm hoping that as I point it out, you will be like, oh damn, I do need to upgrade some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do need to open my mind. I do need to look at this. I do need to, you know what I'm saying, do that. That's why I tell you that. But our offense is 100% short passes. I agree with you. You want to know why? Because when Cooper Rush came in, he was throwing 7-yard passes, 6-yard passes. Our offense is preseason-ish. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna be the coldest thing y'all ever hear me say, man. But at this point, Kellen Moore had a better offense than what we have right now. So I don't know if I want to say that Kellen Moore's better or if they're just worse. But I will say this: Kellen Moore had a better offense than what we have right now. Bro, Kellen Moore never had a problem. Like, I'm gonna tell you, Kellen Moore had a problem scoring, and then he scored too damn much. How can you score too much? I know, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm really gonna tell y'all. Like, one thing, right now, I would probably take Kellen Moore over what we have right now. And Kellen Moore's offense was dumb as hell too. Yeah, but do you need to fire a head coach? I'm not firing my head coach, but I am firing whoever's calling plays, and I'm firing whoever's creating a game plan for the week. And if it's the same person, I'm gonna fire him twice, just so he knows that, like, Brad, don't come to work tomorrow at all for anything. Oh, you were volunteer? What? Okay, yeah, you're fired on that too. Oh, my mom is good. My mom is good, Miss Rose. My sons had to go. My son's baby team. Remember, my son. This is talking about my kids' football. My son's football team. My son's football team. Listen to me. We can't tank. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's teams worse than us. You're gonna tank and get like the 7th pick. That's dumb. That's not worth it. If you gonna throw a whole season away, you need to get a top 4, where you almost guarantee. But a top 15 pick ain't worth it, Brad. Because what if they pick the wrong person? Then you're hoping that one pick comes in next year and instantly saves this team. We have bigger problems than one pick can fix. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. If y'all are really trying to like fix this team through the draft, you're gonna get exactly what we're getting right now because that's what they're trying to do right now, bro. Like that's what we're doing right now. Like we have a bunch of first round picks on this team right now. Tyler Guyton's a first round pick. Tyler Smith is a first round pick. Zach Martin's a first round pick. Micah Parsons is a first round pick. CeeDee Lamb is a first round pick. Yeah, bro, what is you doing? Hey, I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm over here by Disneyland. These motherfuckers driving crazy in the mud, man. Exactly, bro. Shit, they picked the wrong people. Yeah, exactly. That's what I be saying. Like, I'll be like, we can get a first round pick. Yeah, and then they pick the wrong person. Question: when was the last time the Dallas Cowboys picked the person you wanted them to? That's all I'm gonna say. When was the last time the Cowboys actually picked the guy that you wanted him to? Even with a first round pick. Is there a quick fix? Hell yeah. Prayer. Pray. Like Jesus is still in the saving business. Very much. He is still very much taking requests and filling requests. So yes, prayer. Somebody said, I know what the fuck we need. We need a new quarterback. Okay, so my question, you get a new quarterback. Who's blocking for him? Listen to me, you get Dak out of here, you put Patrick Mahomes in here, guess what you still have? An offensive line that's not blocking for him. An offensive coordinator that's not going to run the damn ball. Wide receivers who are not getting separation. And you're still running hooks and curls on every play. So if you know what you're saying, tell me tell me how he fixes all that. Because the Chiefs run the ball. All y'all professional quarterback watchers. It'd be funny how you guys be experts in telling me Dak sucks, but don't know nothing else about football, bro. Like literally, bro. Like how you be an expert in telling me a quarterback isn't good, but can't tell me anything about the position. Can't show me how to throw a football. You know what I mean? Like that must be crazy to me. I know what I see. Okay, what do you see? You want to know why you got a one read quarterback? Because that you have an offensive line that only gives him an opportunity to get a second read off. You know what you have to do? You have to have offensive line blocking. That's how I be knowing folks don't even know what they're talking about. Because fans will literally say, oh my God, the offensive line sucks. And then be like, oh, we have a one read quarterback. No, duh. You want to know why you have a one read quarterback? Because he doesn't have time to make a second read. It takes time, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Dak would love to get to his second read. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would absolutely guarantee you Dak would love to get to his second read. But, you've had every single game that we've played this season, you've had a different starting offensive line. Some fans don't believe that matters. That doesn't matter to some fans. We haven't had one game where we only have one game this year where they've rushed the ball with one person over 10 times. You guys feel that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Patrick Mahomes is able to get through that. Want to know why? Because Aaron Rodgers isn't able to get through it. Aaron Rodgers has similar problems right now that the Dallas Cowboys has. And guess what? We know Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback to do it. And guess what? Aaron Rodgers is looking bad. Cowboys have to win they have to win the division. And shit, bro. We gotta go 9-0, bro. We gotta go 9-0 in our next 9 games, and at worst 8-1. You lose more than 2 games in the next year out, you're gonna be done. It's gonna be season. I don't know if the Commanders are the real deal right now because the Commanders haven't played anybody that we've played. They haven't played the Detroit. They haven't played Atlanta. They haven't played. They have not played the 49ers. So I don't know about the Commanders. We'll see. Uh, I ain't forget about Philly. I mean, we played them this week. I've been saying it. I've been talking about. Don't matter. Commanders are winning. That's the name of the game. Yeah, they're not. They are winning, but you got to remember, it's not about winning now. It's about your total. It's about the total in the season. Cowboys could go 9-0 right now and end the season the exact same record they had last year. Like, I know y'all don't want to believe it, but that's still very much a possibility. Very, very slim shot. Very, very slim. No room for error. If you're saying give Cooper Rush a chance, it only shows me that you've been a Cowboy fan to this year because we've given Cooper Rush a chance over his career. So the most points he scored in a game for us was 16. So mm, Cooper Rush, Dak isn't the answer. I've been saying it for a while, and you were wrong for a while. So I mean, if you were saying it for a while, then I definitely don't need to listen to your opinion because that means you've never had faith in that. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not even faith. And my thing is this. So what else is in a while? Listen to me. All my professional, I watch quarterbacks and I'm a professional at telling people what the quarterback is. Does that experience only work with quarterbacks? I mean, if that's the case, Aaron Rodgers is a bum. Aaron Rodgers is proof that, man, listen to me, no matter how good you are as an individual, bro, the team got to do their job, bro. Mm, all right, y'all, I'm out to eat, bro. You already know what it is, bro. You already know what it is. Never look down because